Hi, good day all. My name is Tõnis Williams, Solutions Engineer at LightWare, and I'm responsible for the EMEA region. And welcome to another LightWare webinar event. We're glad you can join and hope you'll enjoy this session with us. While we're waiting for more people to join, why don't you say hi in the chat box and tell me where you're joining us from. Quick introduction about myself while we wait. I worked in the engineering manufacturing environment for over 12 years, specializing in metering, radar, and LiDAR industries. And for the past 8 years, I've taken roles in the sales solutions engineering field. Well, enough about me. So before we begin, there are a few housekeeping items I need to mention. The session is being recorded and a copy will be sent to all the attendees. Our engineers are on standby to answer any questions you might have. So feel free to post them in the Q&A and we'll address them as soon as possible. And lastly, towards the end of the webinar, we'll also pick some common or interesting questions to answer live. Now, without further ado, I'm proud to introduce Nadia Nilsen, our LightWare Group CEO. She's been involved in the LiDAR LRF industry for more than 20 years, joining LightWare in 2015 as CFO, then COO, and then taking the reins as CEO in 2023. So Nadia, over to you.
Thank you, Thurlow, and hello to everyone joining us in today's session. We have some exciting insights and news to share with you today. Since 2012, LightWare has been at the forefront of UAV technology, developing ultralight, highly compact micro-LiDAR sensors specifically designed for drone applications, such as above-ground level measurement, terrain following, position hold, detect and avoid, and SLAM. Today, we're going to explore how precision distance measurement is transforming the UAV industry and why keeping your distance has never been more powerful. We have a very special guest joining us, Tõnis Voitka from Krattworks. Krattworks has extensive experience in AI-driven drone solutions for first responders and law enforcement applications. They are experts in UAV-based intelligence systems, and Tõnis will be sharing insights on how they integrate LRFs with AI-powered drones to enable precise target tracking, rapid data transmission, and improve operational efficiency. Tõnis, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
To kick things off, could you tell us a little about Krattworks and the cutting-edge work your team is doing in the UAV industry?
Yes, sure. We started Krattworks in 2018. We didn't exactly know what we wanted to do with the company in the beginning, but we know that we wanted to do something cool. Initially, we did not start off with drones. We had a couple of ideas, but nothing really major or firm. We even looked at tactical clothing. But after a while, we branched out into wildfire detection for firefighters, because back in 2018, 2019, the wildfires in San Diego and Australia were a thing. And drones were obviously ideally suited for that applications. We even set up a live demo for the firefighters, and it was amazing to have a pilot in San Diego and to be able to control the drone in Estonia. But in the end, the firefighters did not have the money to invest into this drone architecture, so we abandoned that initiative. But as the security situation in Europe changed, we saw that as an opportunity to use our drone expertise and deliver something cool to the market. At the moment, most of the European countries are phasing out DJI products because they need a product that is reliable, but at an affordable price point at the same time. Although DJI products have a really powerful features at a very cost-effective price point, they have been proven to be unreliable in conflict situations, and that therefore different countries don't want to rely on them. In response to that need, we have developed a small family of drones in both quadrocopter and a fixed-wing configuration. Our smallest drone is just 37 centimeters in size, and the largest one is about 2.2 meters wide. It's a very fast-flying fixed-wing drone that has a range of 100 kilometers, and it has multiple different payload capacities. Since Krattworks is based in Tallinn, Estonia, the capital city, all our drones are made in the like-minded EU Build in EU initiative. So we use extensively parts made in the, let's say, the Western Hemisphere of the world.
What an interesting journey. Thank you for sharing that with us, Tõnis. I know that your technology is driving some of the most advanced UAV applications today. What key trends are you seeing in the industry that are shaping the way drones operate?
The current situation in Europe has showed us that the world, to us and the world, that just how powerful and useful drones can be. But it has also highlighted some of the key flaws, that they are really sensitive for disruption in GPS accuracy. And this is where we are doing the most innovating. We are building the ISR drones with wide frequency band hopping radios and GNSS-free flight capabilities to help first responders and servicemen gain the fast situation awareness in these situations where those seconds count. It is really critical to deliver fully autonomous and beyond visual line of sight capable flight drones. Because in these cases where communications and service personnel cannot be guaranteed a full coverage of GNS, then we need to have something that we can rely on. The sensors, payload in the drone, coupled with the flight controller, needs to be fully autonomous and operate in radio frequency noisy environments.
And laser rangefinders are becoming an essential tool in UAV applications like the one you just described, as well as more broadly in search and rescue, wildlife monitoring, law enforcement. Tõnis, from your perspective, how are laser rangefinders transforming drone technology, particularly in gimbal applications?
Well, total autonomy and navigation in GNS-denied space is what we consider as our specialty. And this means that we need to find really innovative solutions to allow drones to navigate autonomously. We have a new project for the use of navigation methodology that is very well established for ground troops, and we have applied it to drones. And for this, we need the accuracy of a laser rangefinder. Terrain matching is where we use the laser rangefinder to sense the topology of the ground below the drone. When combining this information from the LiDAR with a few other sensors on board, we can accurately determine the location of the drone. All of this happens on board and in real time without any GPS input required.
That's amazing. And that would mean that accurate distance measurement enables this terrain matching. And it's a game changer, right? So at LightWare, we are committed to making high-performance laser rangefinders accessible for every UAV application. And this brings us to our latest innovation, the GRF-500. It is the second product in our GRF series of mid-range laser rangefinders designed specifically for seamless gimbal integration. But before we dive into the details of the GRF-500, let's take a quick look at how LightWare's distance sensors help others to change the world. Our purpose is simple. We provide enhanced perception to machines, enabling them to operate more effectively for the advancement of humanity. And we do this by providing compact, powerful, and accurate micro-LiDAR distance sensors and laser rangefinders for drones and UAVs. And today we take that mission a step further with the launch of the GRF-500. So what makes the GRF-500 special? Think of it as an evolution of our GRF-250, offering an extended 500 meters while maintaining the compact form factor. This family of gimbal rangefinders is being developed in direct response to customer demand. UAV gimbals play a crucial role in search and rescue operations and disaster management situations and provide critical situational awareness for law enforcement and security. They are invaluable tools in wildlife preservation as well as intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. Before the GRF series, there were no high-performing, reputable, mid-range laser rangefinders on the market that were well suited for small gimbals and optimized for space, weight, and cost. But that has changed. When integrated into gimbals, the GRF-500 works in harmony with the other systems, like your high-resolution cameras or thermal images, to deliver a comprehensive view of the object. The LRF provides precise distance data that enhances the focus of camera systems, especially over long ranges or in challenging lighting conditions. Additionally, this depth measurement allows for accurate localization and dynamic tracking of the observed object. By performing automated triangulation, your gimbal system can precisely calculate the GPS coordinates of the object and relay this information to ground control, supporting whatever action your mission requires. So let's have a closer look at the GRF-500.
This is the GRF-500. This sensor has a form factor of about 1 inch squared and is less than 1 inch high. It has 2 connection ports, one for USB-C to allow connection with a computer and a port for the sensor's communication and power cable. The front face of the sensor is IP67 rated. The lenses are meant to be exposed with a sealing surface for integration using a gasket. The GRF-500 unit is shipped with a communications cable, which you will find in the bottom of your packaging box. And there you have it, at less than 0.4 ounces, all in the palm of your hand.
And to bring this to life, Andres Kuman, our product portfolio manager, and Mohit Murar, our technical support manager, went for a day trip to create a demo video for us, showing just how precise the GRF-500 really is. Let's have a look.
For today's flight, we mounted the LightWare GRF-500 to the bottom of LightWare's test hexacopter. That gave us a starting height of just under half a meter from the ground. The aim was to get a visual representation of what the world looks like from approximately 500 meters or 1,640 feet up in the air. The location we selected for this flight was a secluded game farm property located in a valley in between two rather imposing mountain ridges and accessible only via a dirt road. With the protection of steep cliffs on either side and the approval of the landlord to fly test flights, we were set for our flight. Even though the mountain ridges provided ample protection on either side, we set our flight ceiling for today at 480 meters, just under the maximum height of 500 meters that the GRF-500 is capable of accurately measuring. We did, however, receive some vocal complaints at the start of the mission from the resident troop of baboons, who signaled their utter displeasure at the noise our drone was making as it descended. Even though the GRF-500 can provide up to 10 readings per second, we pruned down the number of readings gathered and are displaying only 1 reading per second for the purposes of this video. Now, as we ascend through 200 meters or 650 feet above the ground, the view of the valley below widens out, and the even large objects like cars shrink significantly. As a gimbal rangefinder, the LightWare GRF range of devices will typically be integrated into a gimbal. In those cases, the power of the rangefinder is not necessarily only for downward-facing applications, but more often tilted forward at an angle. That is where the extended range of the GRF-500 shows its power, as it gives the operator the flexibility of increased flying height and the accuracy and range for forward-facing applications. This makes the GRF range ideal in search and rescue missions, where the ability to accurately determine the GPS coordinates of someone in need is the difference between life or death. At a mere 10.7 grams or 0.377 ounces, the GRF-500 contributes a negligible amount of weight to the airframe while consuming only a mere 0.6 watts of power. This is crucial for ensuring extended flight time and range. Our test location has limited tree coverage. However, it is worth noting that the GRF range of laser rangefinders has a unique ability to provide distance measurements of up to 5 objects in its path. The first pulse reading will be the object closest to the rangefinder. That would typically be the top of a tree, whereas the last pulse would be the distance to the ground. The 3 readings between the first and last pulse would represent objects in the middle, like branches. As we reach the apex of our planned mission, we see the feet of the drone retracting as it hovers in place for a few seconds, providing us with a beautifully unobstructed view of the valley below. Once the hover program is completed, the descent program starts and the landing feet is locked back into position.
And there you have it, folks, 480 meters of natural targets. I think that's phenomenal. I'm just amazed at how small things are when they are 500 meters away. Tõnis, are you still there?
I am.
Right. You've worked with many drone applications before. How do you see the GRF-500 being useful in real-world scenarios?
Well, our drones are already equipped with really narrow-angle thermal cameras that provide the same quality of video from 200 meters away or 200 meters altitude as DJIs and Autols do from 60 to 80 meters away. In addition to that, the accuracy of the laser rangefinder is critical to allow the gimbal camera to lock onto a target and then track it, matching the functionality delivered by for example, the new DJI Matrice 4. The ability of the GRF-500 to extend that range to 500 meters means that we can not only operate at higher altitudes or higher elevation, but also we can more accurately range further forward. This creates us a competitive advantage on the market.
And we have a few beta GRF-500 devices out in the field with customers already, and the feedback to date has been great. We designed the GRF-500 to provide a compact, ultra-light and highly accurate laser rangefinder that seamlessly integrates with gimbal systems for mission-critical UAV applications. We listened to industry feedback and engineered a solution that delivers reliable, long-range precision without compromising on size, weight, or cost. I'm sure Tõnis will agree that when it comes to UAV operations, having rangefinders that provide consistent real-time data distance measurement is a game changer. Whether it's enhancing camera focus, improving object tracking, or enabling precise geolocation, the GRF-500 fills a crucial gap in the market. What makes it even more exciting is that this level of precision and performance is now available at an affordable price point. We are committed to making high-quality laser rangefinders accessible to everyone. Now let's open the floor to some of our questions. If you have not dropped the questions into our Q&A, please do so. Even if we don't answer them live, we will answer them directly after the webinar. So let's have a look at a few of those questions. Where can we find detailed specs? Great question. Thank you for going easy on me. The product guide for the GRF-500 is live on LightWare's website right now. It contains all of the detailed specifications and a lot more information around the various functionality of the GRF-500 in a lot of detail. So I'm sure that will make that person happy. Next question, is a laser that powerful safe for your eyes? That is a great question. At LightWare, we take laser eye safety extremely seriously. From the very start of a product design, even before there is a physical product, we keep laser eye safety at top of mind. Every LightWare sensor is class 1M or class 1, which means it is entirely safe to use. It's entirely safe in your eyes, as long as you don't amplify the beam using equipment like a telescope or a binocular. We, of course, also have an FDA accession number for each and every one of our products, and the GRF-500 is no exception. We do not pump up the laser power to reach the distances that we are talking about. There is a lot of other engineering factors we use to achieve the range performance in the GRF-500. Next question, why does the GRF have mounting holes at the bottom as opposed to the back like the SF20? Again, good question. So I have one in my hand, and I think what the question is about is it has mounting holes here, and the SF20, which has a similar form factor, does not have these mountings. This is specifically designed for seamless gimbal integration. And what that means is there's normally a metal plate against which the GRF-500 is attached. And these three mountings allows you to align the GRF-500 with your camera system and still provide a secure mounting. So that is the reason for these three mounting feet. You can make slight adjustments because of the three mounting feet. I hope that answers the question. I think this is going to be our last one. Does the GRF support I2C? How about drone CAN? Great questions today. Yes. All LightWare products have I2C natively on board, and we are a keen supporter of standardization in the UAV industry. The GRF-500 does not have drone CAN on board, but in the next few months, we are going to bring a drone CAN adapter to the market that will allow all of the current LightWare products to communicate through drone CAN, and we will support all of the industry standard drone CAN commands for seamless plug and play functionality. I think that brings us to the end of our webinar today. A huge thank you to Tõnis and the Krattworks team for sharing their expertise, and to all of you for joining us today. I also want to extend my gratitude to the incredible LightWare team who has made this launch possible. Your hard work and dedication has been invaluable in bringing this product to life. A special thank you to our engineers, our product and marketing team, our production team, and everyone behind the scenes for contributing to this success. As a thank you for attending, we're offering an exclusive discount on the GRF-500 for a limited time. There is limited stock in the first batch, so please don't wait in placing your orders. Don't want you to be disappointed. You can download the discount card or discount code from the chat right now. And please keep an eye on your inbox in case you miss the discount. We will also be emailing it to you. You will also receive a recording of the session shortly. And if you have any further questions, please send it through to our supported sales teams that will happily answer any questions that you may have. Until next time, keep innovating, keep exploring, and most importantly, see without being seen with the LightWare GRF-500. Have a great day. Thank you.